ቅዳሜ የካቲት 16 በሂልተን ሆቴል በዳሸን ካልቸር ክለብ አማካኝነት ተዘጋጅቶ የነበረውና የኢንዱስትሪያል ዲዛይነሩ ጆሞ ታሪኩን ስራዎቹን የሚያሳይ ዝግጅት ተዘጋጅቷል። ዲዛይነሩ አሁን ካለበት አኩሪ ውጤት ለመድረስ የከፈለውን መስዋዕትነት፣ የገጠሙትን መሰናክሎች እንዴት እንዳለፋቸውና የወሰደውንም ትምህርት ከብዙ በጥቂቱ ለማሳየት የሞከረበት ዝግጅት ነበር። ትውልዱ በኬንያ የሆነውና ኢትዮጵያዊ ከሆኑት ወላጆቹ የተወለደው ጆሞ ታሪኩ ኢትዮጵያ አሉኝ ከምትላቸውና ብዙም ሙያው በሀገራችን ባልተስፋፋበት የኢንዱስትሪያል ዲዛይን ሥራ ቀዳሚነትን የያዘና የአገሩን ስም ያስጠራ ባለሙያ ነው። ዲፕሎማት የነበሩት አባቱ በተለያዩ የአፍሪካ አገሮች ለሥራ በሚዞሩበት አጋጣሚ እየገዙ የሚያመጧቸውን ፈርኒቸሮች፣ ቅርጻ ቅርጾችና ጌጣጌጦችን በመመልከት ወደ ፈርኒቸር ዲዛይን ልቡ እንደተሳበ ያስታውሳል። ከዚህም በመቀጠል ከኬንያ ወደ አሜሪካ በመሄድ የመጀመሪያ ዲግሪውን ከዩኒቨርሲቲ ኦፍ ካንሳስ በኢንዱስትሪያል ዲዛይን ጨርሷል። ለመመረቂያ በሠራው ጥናታዊ ጽሑፍ ገበያ ላይ ከበዙት የአውሮፓውያን ዲዛይኖች ውጪ የአፍሪካ ዲዛይኖች ለገበያ መቅረብ አለባቸው የሚል ጠንካራ እምነቱን አንጸባርቋል። የጆሞ ሥራዎች አሁን በዓለማችን አሉ የሚባሉና ስመ ገናና ሙዚየሞችና ጋለሪዎች ውስጥ ለእይታ በቅተዋል። ብዛት ያላቸው ሙዚየሞች ሥራዎቹን ለቅርስነት ገዝተው እየተጠቀሙበት ነው። ጆሞ ታሪኩ ግን አሁን ያለበት ደረጃ ከመድረሱ በፊት በሕይወቱ ሙሉ ጊዜውን ለዓለም ባንክ ሠራተኝነት ሰጥቶ ለፈርኒቸር ዲዛይን ብዙም ትኩረት ያልሰጠበት ጊዜ ነበረ። በዚህ መንገድ ቀጥሎ ቢሆን ኖሮ አሁን የታወቁትን ሥራዎቹን ማየት አንችልም ነበር። ሆኖም ግን ጆሞ ታሪኩ 2017 ላይ ዲዛይን ዊክ በተባለ ዝግጅት ላይ ተጋበዘ።
In the meantime, I connected with Matasebia Yosef, who organized this event with other sponsors. She reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know you've been doing furniture back in the days. Prior to this, she was putting a show here in Addis saying, can you please contribute some work?" And I said, other than sketching and doing things, I've actually stepped away from building things, so I can't. And she said, if you have anything, just send it. So I just sent her a 3D rendering of something I was working on, and that's all she displayed here. A year later, Dubai Design Week approached her and said, you've been invited to come and show. And she reached out to me saying, can you represent Ethiopia and come to Dubai? And again, because of design festivals spreading through different parts of the world, I was reached out by the one in Lagos, and they were gearing up and thinking about doing Design Week Lagos. And they were putting a book together of African designers who are doing similar works like me. And they decided to put my chair design on the cover. Again, part of my story is the slow build-up is coming up now. Now I'm getting invited to different shows because I've been, showing here. My name is popping up there and here and there. So I don't have any public relations or, I'm doing this by myself. So one technique that I've used successfully is trying to find out who these editors are or who are the people behind design festivals on LinkedIn. And I'll reach out and see if I can connect with them. And some reply, some don't, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to get 1 out of 100. So if that works, this is how things, organically grow if you can't afford a public relations company.
በ2018 በኒውዮርክ ዲዛይን ሴንተር ተዘጋጅቶ የነበረው የዲዛይነሮች ዝግጅት ላይ ታድመው የነበሩት ባለሙያዎች ሙሉ በሙሉ ነጮች በመሆናቸው ከጥቁር ዲዛይነሮች ቅሬታ በመነሳቱና ጆሞና እሱን የመሳሰሉት ባለሙያዎች እድሉን ስላላገኙ ይህንን ቅሬታ መሰረት በማድረግ ብላክ አርቲስት ዲዛይነርስ ጊልድ በተሰኘ በጥቁሮች ብቻ የተሰሩ ስራዎችን ትኩረት በሚሰጥ ማህበር ውስጥ እንደ መስራች ሆኖ ለመግባት እድሉን ከፍቶለታል።
So it became a clarion call to black artists and designers to protest this, and the founder of our organization, which is called now Black Artists and Designers Guild, wrote pretty much what she calls her manifesto, challenging change in this way of practice. part of her statement was, how about this one for interior design, and how about Jomo for furniture? And I barely knew her when she tagged me on this, and this started a revolution in our industry where recognition for our contribution became very important. And this was our very first show we put together. We put this together in a used, kind of a high-end but used furniture store, because that was the only company willing to give us floor space.
ጆሞ በዚህ ሁሉ ውጣ ውረድ ውስጥ የወርልድ ባንክ ተቀጣሪ እንደነበር አስታውሶ ለሚቀርቡለት የዝግጅት ጥሪዎችና የምርት ጥያቄዎች ቀን ቀን እየሰራ በሚያገኘው ትርፍ ሰዓት ሰርቶ ማስረከብ እንደነበረበት ያስታውሳል። በወርልድ ባንክ ሲሰራም ባካበተው የረጅም ጊዜ የዳታ ሳይንቲስት የሥራ ዘርፍ ልምዱን በመጠቀም በፈርኒቸር ዲዛይን ዝግጅቶች ላይ ምን ያህል ጥቁሮች ተጋብዘዋል የሚለው ምርምር አድርጎ የደረሰበት ውጤት የብዙዎችን በተለይም የጥቁር ዲዛይነሮችን አይን የከፈተና ያሳዘነ ነበር። በዓለማችን ዝናቸው ከናሩት የፈርኒቸር ብራንድ ካምፓኒዎች በጥቁሮች የተሰሩ ስራዎች 0.32% ብቻ መሆኑን ያጋለጠው የጆሞ ታሪኩ ሪሰርች ነበረ።
So that data research that I showed you earlier that I presented at Princeton then also became part of the discussion. Journalists that I met at our first show reached out to me. I had sent him the data. We didn't do anything about it in 2018. And he reached out to me and said, hey, can I publish about this data of yours, and let me reach out to different manufacturers and see what they say. So he took the data and he asked for comments, and you can see some of the replies here. One of the largest furniture companies, Herman Miller, and one of them, M2L, had to respond to the data saying we need to do better. And what this taught me is, even I, the small guy, if I do the research well, I can have an audience and just make sure that the work always is being done and is always getting pushed forward, so we can make change.
በስራው ዝናን እያተረፈ ሄደው ጆሞ ለቁጥር አታካች በሆኑ የታወቁ የውጭ ሀገር መጽሔቶች ላይ ስራውን ያሳየ ሲሆን ከዚህም በተጨማሪ የተለያዩ ሙዚየሞችን ማለትም በፊላደልፊያ ሚውዚየም ኦፍ አርት፣ ዴንቨር አርት ሚውዚየም፣ ዳላስ ሚውዚየም ኦፍ አርት እና የመሳሰሉት ስራዎቹን በቅርስነት ገዝተው ለእይታ እያቀረቡ እንደሆነ ተናግረዋል። ጠንክሮ በመስራት ሁሌም ዝግጁ በመሆን የሚያምነው ጆሞ ታሪኩ ታዋቂ የፊልም ፕሮዳክሽን ዲዛይነር ከሆነችው ሃና በችለር ሳይጠበቅ የደረሰው ኢሜል አዲስ በር እንደከፈተለት ይናገራል። ሃና እሷ በምትሳተፍበትና ዝናን ባተረፈው ብላክ ፓንተር ዋካንዳ ፎሬቨር ፊልም ላይ ስራዎቹን እንዲያቀርብ ተጋብዞ አቅርቧል።
And now I want to talk about unexpected opportunities. The simple email I got from the Black Panther people when they reached out, they didn't tell me what movie it is. It was a simple thing like, hey, we're curious about your work. I'm working on a film in Atlanta and would love to learn more about your work. I'm curious about pricing and availability. If you're having anything you could send over, that would be excellent. So lucky for me, I was discussing this email over dinner with my wife and my kid. And I mean, right in the email domain, it says MCU Studios. I usually check the domains and nothing popped up. So it didn't click to me that this was the Marvel Cinematic Universe and what it stood for. So my wife is asking me, who was the email from? And I said, it is from some MCU Studios. I don't know what studio it is. And my son, who's into Marvel, said, that's Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, oh my God, it got to be Black Panther. What else could it be? So that was a quick reply saying, yes, I have things. What do you want? And they were no different than most of the people who do commercials. They said, in 1 week, we need 12 stools. And I said, I don't have 12 stools, but I can't miss out on this thing. And I'm still working at World Bank. So this is during COVID time. So daytime, I would be logged in, working in my day job. So at night, I would be producing those 12 stools they requested. So I did, hoping that no neighbor would complain because I live in a townhouse. I cut all the pieces at night, glued them, got them ready, and shipped them out right on time to get it to them because I didn't want to miss on this opportunity.
ከዚህም በተጨማሪ ዳይሬክተር ፍራንሲስ ፎርድ ኮፕላ ፊልም ላይ ስራዎቹ እንደታዩም አስረድቷል። የአሜሪካን ቫይስ ፕሬዚደንት በሆኑት ካሜላ ሃሪስ መኖሪያ ቤት ውስጥ ስራዎቹ ተገዝተው ጥቅም ላይ እየዋሉ መሆናቸውንም ተመልክተናል። በዚህ ፕሮግራም ጆሞ ታሪኩ የአገሩን ባህልና ማንነቱን ሳይለቅ ለኢትዮጵያና ለጥቁር ሕዝቦች ኩራት ለመሆን የበቃ የፈርኒቸር ዲዛይነር መሆኑን ከብዙ በጥቂቱ የታየበት ፕሮግራም ነበረ። ለብዙዎች ከባድ የሆነውን መንገድ አልፎ የአገሩን ባህል ከዘመናዊነት ጋር አዋህዶ በትልቅ የዓለም መድረኮች ላይ አሻራውን አሳርፏል።